Hi, and welcome back to Miranda's Cauldron. I'm Miranda, also Rita. I write young adult supernatural urban fantasy because of witches and elementals, and of course, family secrets. What would you do if all of a sudden you're like 15 and you control the earth? The dirt around you just starts spinning and you don't know what happened, or you're in your room and the windows are open and all of a sudden pictures of your best friend just crashes to the floor. What do you think? How can this be happening? Do you think, oh, I'm a witch? Oh no, you just think you're something different. And that is a little bit of one of my stories. Who knows when it'll be ever published. I've got some links to share. Sarah C. Brody is doing a pop-up this morning. I'm not sure when she started. I just caught the last hour or so. But she's going for another 45-minute stream. Writer Sam Wicker, she hosts streams as well as Breaking the Blocks with guests on Sundays mornings. And she's also organizing with friends a under 1K subs for January. Cutoff date is December 22nd. That Sprintathon is going to be going on for a week. And there is a sign-up sheet. You just go to, actually the link is below to fill up the form if you're interested in hosting or co-hosting. If you aren't ready to basically do what I do for 2 hours, then you can always pop in as a guest or a co-host, and kind of gives you some encouragement. That's what I did for my first stream. My first stream, I had Jenna with me, and it was a little bit easier. But then again, I was doing the Soul Care Sundays a few times, so that gives you a little bit of confidence. And if you attend streams like me, I was very nervous of starting my own streaming. But after spending other time like writing streams with others, I'm like, I could do that too. So boom, there I am. Jenna is also organizing a Sprintathon in March. I think hers is only going to be for 2 days, kind of like when we did the Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving marathon. Go to her. She's already posting stuff about that on her socials. Later today, normally JD Robinson hosts streams Monday afternoons. I don't think she's got one set up yet, so I'm not sure what's happening there. But more than likely, if you're here on my stream, you're probably over at the Heart Breathing's Running community, so check out their calendar. And normally, Jody Jean Daniel normally sprints on Mondays and Thursdays. Diane hosts on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I do believe I saw her thumbnails up, so she's all ready to go. I use the timers mostly from HK Darkwood, and there's her channel link, who normally sprints Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays afternoons. I think it's like 3:30 Eastern. And here is a link to the Heart Breathing's YouTube channel. If you just click in Heart Breathing's writing community on Facebook, you can also join there. But like I said earlier, if you're here, chances are you're probably already a member there. And hello, Angela. Good morning. And merry meet to you too. Okay. And Angela was asking, I was going to email Rachel about the December 2nd, 22nd sign-up thing. Can you tell us more about this morning before we start? I think I did. If you have any more questions, just let me know. And then Angela says she can't do lives. Totally understandable. It took me a while. I think I was attending live streams for, I want to say, pretty close to 2 years. And then I'm like, I can do this. And the first few times are very, very scary. But if you can do vlogs or videos and just post them, then you're a step closer than I was when I started. Why, thank you. I'm glad you were here. Sarah swinging by to say hello and bop the like button. Thank you. Yeah, I like her timers too. I would like to be able to do my own, but I'm just not ready for that. I'm having a fun time just playing around on Canva, doing thumbnails and just simple social media posted stuff. But to be that creative. Good mornings and hellos. I'm happy to do them. I just don't have the bandwidth. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I do things a little different on my channel. I draw tarot cards and Moonology cards and even animal cards, spirit cards, cat wisdom. And since this is, well, the day after the full moon, I'm going to draw a tarot card. And if you're interested in having a tarot card for yourself, just let me know in the comments and I will do your cards in next break. I'll put it in the banner the different cards that I can use. And hello Inca. Hello. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, spread them out, and flip one over. See what's going to be. The Devil. Okay. Don't be scared. It's just a card, just like every other card, like death. Some people are afraid of the death. Some people are afraid of the the tower. This seems to be a card for me this year. I tend to try to draw my cards every day, or at least a couple days a week. The least I might do 4 out of 7 days. And I also draw 3 cards at the beginning of the week, usually Monday. Sometimes I don't get to it until Wednesday, but I get it done. Last week's, I used the Witch's Tarot. And what did I get? The Devil card. This is called the Shadow Side. Earlier last week, I think it was the day before I drew those cards. I think I drew those cards. Let me check my book because I have it marked down in my HB planner. I drew those cards on Wednesday. I think it was Tuesday, maybe Monday. What did I get? The Devil card. So pretty much the Devil card is all about, depends on your book and all that stuff. Someone can be having power over you. You are drowning in self-doubt. Break those chains and get out and do what you want to do. And also maybe you need to stand up for yourself a little bit. But it's interesting how I got this card the day after the full moon. Interesting. Going to grab my coffee. I got mine almost done. But before the stream is over, I'm going to have to go and get some water. I will draw a cat wisdom card. Cat wisdom. And if you're more of a dog person, they also have dog wisdom cards out there. I got these cards from my son's mother-in-law, or I call the other grandma, since our son and her daughter had a baby in June. And you're going to be the first to know, because I haven't told anyone online yet, that middle of October, I found out, the first person, my daughter did not want to tell anyone other than her boyfriend, that she's also having a baby. And her baby is due around my first granddaughter, Robin's, birthday. Her and her boyfriend, fiance now, sorry, they did get engaged shortly after she found out she was having a baby. But that's not the reason why, because he had gotten the ring months before and was going to wait till they went to Disney World to give it to her. So he gave it to her a little bit early. But anyhow, I'm going to shuffle the cat with some cards. And I'm going to just use this card, and it's Curiosity. Interesting. One thing I like about those cards is you don't have to look it up in a book of more explanation. Comment, congrats, thank you. Yeah, it was very difficult not to tell anyone because she wanted to wait until a little bit further on, and she knew that if she told her dad would be so happy. He would tell everybody. And she really wanted to tell her brother and his wife because they're pretty close, which is really nice. But she knew that not that he would tell anyone else, but they would tell her parents. And she really, Martina really wanted to tell them too, but knew the whole entire world would know. So she decided to wait. So sure enough, she let everybody know. And first thing, everybody knows, but that's okay. Anyhow, enough about that. We've been chatting for about 10 minutes. So let's get the first timer in. This timer I'm going to use first is a little different. It's one of those reverse ones. So it's going to start at 0 and go up to 25. And so we're going to push it back. And when it hits 25, it's done. See you in 25. And that was the end of our first sprint together. Excuse me. Okay, we'll go back to the comments. Just as we finished that break, I announced that my daughter is having a baby. Will be a year old. So that's fun. And I had to keep it a secret because she didn't want anyone else to know quite yet. Angela will be working on the last of her HB90 lesson. I am so ready for 2025. This would have been my first total year of taking the HB90 planning method. I really enjoyed it. It was a great way to keep track of my time. One of my goals was this whole Miranda, my pen name, with social media and my YouTube channel and all that. But I found that I wasn't consistent enough to make it into a goal of its own. So I'm just going to throw that into recurring tasks. Same with my daily and weekly HB90 stuff I do, like my task summaries and setting in my week up, because I do it kind of like bullet journal format. I do it, but I'm just going to put it back into recurring tasks and focus more on help for my journaling and my cards and downtime, self-care. Record those hours of playing on my phone, just going for a walk. Well, maybe not so much now. You may be able to pick up the wind noise. Yeah, that's outside. And just my reading time and just my self-care stuff. So I'm going to put that in its own. We had a few people pop in. Beth, hello, and welcome. And I put a little note for the people that showed up now after my spiel about in honor of cards if you want. Angela has requested for mystical cats. So this is the back. And the book. Let's put it right. When I'm shuffling, we had Rachel pop in and Jenna, and let's see who else. I think that's the only ones that came in. Oh, and CJ, hello. So when we go back to the mystical cats. Oh, I was shuffling and Mom popped out. So it is Grace, which I think in the other tarot cards, I believe that's Judgment, but let me just check. Well, at least it wasn't the demon cat, which would be going well because of the whole devil for me, but Angela. And yes, Grace is Temperance. Let me see what the book says about Temperance. I really should review a lot of these cards. Okay. The cat's advice, since this is all about with cats. Find that place of inner harmony that allows you to move through any challenge with poise and grace. If you find yourself knocked off balance, access what is needed to steady yourself again. Your ability to adapt circumstances. Changes in Angela's life. I wonder what that could be. Your ability to adapt to changing circumstances will make you sure-footed even in the most tempestuous of times. Seek tranquility. Very fitting, if I do say so myself. Wouldn't you agree, Angela? All the good mornings. Angela's working B90, which is we're having another co-working later. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I started earlier and why I'll be ending a little bit earlier, so we can all get over, have a little bit of a break, and then throw ourselves into HB90 next quarter. One of the contractors whistled while he works. Haha, that's funny. Good mornings. I'm gonna let you know what I'm working on. To reflect on last week's, I did all my task block summaries. I know how many task blocks I did with self-care and all the other things I wanted to get done. Trying to finish up on admin email responses and update the spreadsheet. But yeah, you're looking care of that author tube daily spreads for sprints. CJ, morning, hope all is well. Today's an editing day for a thesis chapter. Awesome. Angela says, after co-working meeting, I'll be making one of Bob's Christmas presents, the easiest one. That is very talented that you're actually doing that. I'm surprised the extended family, there's so many creatives in my daughter-in-law's family that we shouldn't go out and buy presents. We need to make the presents because they're so creative. CJ sounds like fun. And let's see, Rachel, spreadsheet updated and down to one email on my author email account this morning has been a definite manic Monday for me. And congrats on the news. Thank you. And Heather popped in. Hello, hello. Ooh, Rachel is going to go, is considering going to the local coffee shop to escape the noise. Yes, he retires at Christmas Eve after 42 years. Wow, that is fabulous. He's ready for retirement. And hello, fellow Canadian. Louise is editing this morning. That's amazing. Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, this I think was up to 17, so I think we chatted for about 7 minutes. So that's not so bad. I'm going to draw an animal spirit card. And then we will continue with our sprinting. I do believe this will be our last one, our last sprint. That will bring us a quarter to the hour. So then we have time for a little break before if you're going into HB90 co-working. Comment. Good luck, Angela. Those changes can be very tough. I can only imagine what it'll be like for when my hubby retires, because he does his own business and he's renovations, home construction type deal. And let's just say in the wintertime, he's home more. I'm surprised he's not wanting me to watch the episode of Yellowstone that was on last night. But I don't think he quite knows yet that it was on last night. So I'm hoping he won't say anything because he's home today. The roads are pretty icy, so he may just stay home all day. It's like, rather stay home and be safe than out in the road in an accident. I'm going to spread open the bear. That was the card for today. Let's see what it has to say in our little book. There, and of course it's a black bear. Okay, found it. Waking from spiritual slumber, beginning anew. Interesting. When it's coming up to a new year, and a lot of us are doing our planning for next year. Hello, Louise. Okay, so we're going to bring up another timer. Actually, I think I may just use this one. Dial it back to 20. Actually, let's just do the full 30 minutes, and that will bring us to quarter 2. So see you in 30 minutes. And that was our last sprint. Let me just stop the screen. There we go. Had a few people popping out before we were done. Bye to Louise. She got a chapter done. And Angela popped off. See you at co-working. You betcha. So that is it for today. We have about 10 minutes break if you're in the HB90 and you want to do some co-working over there with Sarah and the rest of the Hardys. And I know I'm going to be taking a little break, being kind of like a cat mom for a bit. Rachel, I'm redoing my blur presentation for an event next week. Ooh, fun. Is that like a workshop type thing? Thank you for the time. Well, thank you for popping in. And I will see you guys all on Saturday. If for some bizarre reason we decides we're going to town, I'll just leave a note on the community tab as well as over on my Instagram. But I hope to be here on the first day of winter for another stream and some surprises. I will see you all in the streams, writing chats, and probably over with Sarah. Bye for now.